I'm Erin Bergman, and this is my husband, Jason, and we have 4 kids. Danny being our oldest, she's 12 years old. We have Christian, who's 10. Olin is 8, and then our youngest is Kelly, and she's 6 years old. So we've been appointed as NAB missionaries. We're excited to head over to Romania, and we're really excited to be able to join the team there and work at Camp Falcon Rock.
I'd heard about a construction team that was headed over to Romania to help build a cabin. Just had an incredible experience with the 10 days we had there, and bonded with the team that was serving on the ground there, and I just saw God doing a bunch of amazing things. And it was probably about a month later that I was headed back to Europe for a work trip, and that was where God came in, and this was the perfect opportunity to introduce Erin to the things that I had come to love in Romania. And we look back now and recognize that was orchestrated by God.
There was a U.S. ministry team that was there with us, and a couple of the ladies on the team said they had been praying the night before, and they were curious if Jason and I were interested in long-term missions. And I think that was the first time God really opened my heart.
So in 2018, we had an opportunity where our whole family could go over to help out with programs and to just serve and doing construction and all sorts of things.
When I was working at camp, I poured the dirt and rocks for the cabins, and I helped build the cabins.
I'm really excited to go to Romania because I think the people there are really awesome and I love hanging out with them. I think the ministry there is really awesome too, and I'm really excited to learn the language.
When we were discerning whether or not to go and praying with other believers, we kind of got the consensus that we were getting our feet wet. We got home from that trip, and it was that December that we got a call from the Camp Falcon Rock team inviting us to pray into considering coming long term. That was just such a confirmation in what we had already felt God leading in our hearts. Camp is something that has always been part of our lives, and it's just something we feel like God uniquely has prepared us for.
My grandfather co-founded a camp. I attended all through my younger years, counseled, I've deaned, doing maintenance at the camp. I've even served a few years as an adult on the board of directors. We know firsthand the impact that camp can have. We're really excited to just see that opportunity presented to the youth and the children there in Romania.
Along this journey, there's been many moments where I have felt inadequate and just had kind of those Moses moments you have when God calls you to something you know you can't do on your own. But in Exodus 3:12, it says God's promise is that He will go with us. It's just been a piece of truth that I've hung on to in those moments, that God promises that He will go with us.
If you've been journeying along with the story unfolding at Camp Falcon Rock, then you know God has brought us into this new season. One where the camp doors have been open for year-round programming. And in that, we've seen an overwhelming response. And we've had this need to grow our staff both locally and internationally. The calling of the Bergman family is a timely one and a story of God's provision. They have a heart for camp ministry and for seeing young people know and follow Christ. Would you consider coming alongside of them in this calling so that they can come here to Romania and further the kingdom work happening at Camp Falcon Rock?